Of apnaloan.com. Thank you for making it on our show, sir. The question I wanted to ask you is that, many of our viewers have been writing in. Some of them have really bitten more than they can chew. Now, when the interest rates were low, the property prices were low, they've invested in a number of properties. I mean, some of them are having a lot of problem paying their EMI. So in that case, can they get out of this sticky wicket by selling off the property or doing something like that? But the papers are still with the bank, so what do? They're stuck right now.
So for somebody who's willing to sell his property, I think one or two things he must definitely do. One, while the sale is happening, he must ensure that he does not default on the installments, because that will damage his credit report beyond repair, and he will have difficulty getting loans in the future. Second, of course you can sell property, that is the papers of which are still with the bank. The operational process is simple. I mean, today lots of properties that are being sold already have an existing loan on them. There is a process for that. So I mean, it's not a difficult thing to sell a property on which there is a loan outstanding. You just have to ensure that part of the payment goes to the bank so that the NOC you can get from the bank, and any surplus above that is what the buyer will pay directly to the seller. There are some operational issues involved there, but those are something that is happening anyway today, irrespective of the issue that you are raising.
Okay, Mr. Rungta, we have a caller right now, Asha Joshi from New Delhi. Go ahead, ma'am, your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I am planning to take home loan.
Okay.
Please suggest which will be better, floating or fixed rate of interest?
Okay, Mr. Rungta, fixed at this point, or would you say floating because of what Finance Minister has been saying?
Two things. I mean, I've repeated that many times. One, whether you decide fixed or you decide floating is not a one-time decision. Even if you decide fixed, please review your decision at least once every 6 months. Having said that, at Apna Loan, I would still advise our consumers to go for a floating rate loan, simply because the difference between a genuine fixed rate loan, which is not available below 14, to a floating rate loan, which is around 11.75, the difference is 2.25%. and still a huge premium that you have to pay for supposed peace of mind of having a fixed installment for the entire tenure. Would I recommend it? I would not recommend it. I would still recommend that people go for a floating rate option, but please be careful, find out what is happening in the market and review your decision at least, as I said, once every 6 months.
Right. Yotin and I have been watching a special show where we are trying to answer all your questions on your ever-growing home loan burden with Harsh Rungta, CEO, apnaloan.com. And when would you start to panic? Now, interest rates are already near 12 to 13%. When would you really start to panic, when it's going to be really, really difficult for all of us? Isn't it, Mr. Harsh?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're living in difficult times, and I would not panic right now. I think in the Indian context, as long as you not lost your job, your income hasn't come down dramatically, I think there is no reason to panic, and you have not borrowed indiscriminately. If home loan is the only loan you have on your balance sheet, I don't think it is time to panic. If you have other loans,
right,
I think you should need a serious look at your liabilities as well.
Right. Mr. Harsh, we have a caller right now, Vijay from Hyderabad. Vijay, very quickly, what's your question?
Yeah, I have taken a loan for property,
okay,
22 lakhs,
okay,
and I have taken for 7.25%. Right now the percentage is gone up.
Okay.
Shall I have to sell this property, or shall I go for the revised EMI?
Okay.
And right now I can't afford for the present EMI. What shall I do?
Okay, Harsh.
I think he's answered his own question. I mean, it's very clear. If you can't afford to pay the EMI, and if it is not your residential property, it's an investment property, you should definitely look at selling it. There's no point in being leveraged at this stage when interest rates are so high.
Right, sell and reap your benefits. Thanks, Mr. Harsh Rungta, for joining us with all those views and